Hello children, welcome to English class for 5th standard, and today's topic is The Last Snow, and this poem is written by Estelle Johnson Rule. So let me read the poem here children. So that is page number 88, and as you can see the meanings for the difficult words I have already given in your textbook. You can just see that one. Okay children, so let me start with the, let me read out. We just go through the lines where I am reading, and then later we will discuss the exercise also from this poem. Okay children. So through the still air the snowflakes fall. Through the still air the snowflakes fall. Still means without any movement. Still means without any movement. The snowflakes fall softly as there is no air. The snowflakes fall softly as there is no air, and not even a fairy could tell them. And then living right there in the heart of the dell. Dell means a valley with trees growing around it. A valley with trees growing around it. Living right there in the heart of the dell means that the seeds are buried deep inside the earth. The seeds are buried deep inside the earth during winters. Living right there in the heart of the dell means that the seeds are buried deep inside the earth during winters. And then living right there in the heart of the dell, beneath the robe of glistening white. Beneath means what? Beneath means under. Robe means cloth or a type of clothing. Okay. So beneath the robe of glistening white, the crocuses wound awoke in the night. Crocuses means what? Small yellow, purple or white flowers that appear in early spring. So the robe of glistening white refers to the thick layer of shining snow everywhere. Snowfall you can see in foreign countries, even in Kashmir also you can see. So this poem is about that. So we are speaking about the snow here. So the robe of glistening white refers to the thick layer of shining snow everywhere. You can just see as that is like a robe of glistening white there. So it refers to the layer of shining snow everywhere. And then the crocuses awoke in the night, stretched themselves anew when the sun melted the sun drops one by one. So children, so winter would die, his work well done. So what does it mean? Winter would die, his work well done, and spring would rise in all of her glory. So from the grave of an old man, white and hoary. Hoary means very old. Hoary means what? Very old. You can see the meanings here. So winter would die, his work well done, and spring would rise in all of her glory. So from the grave of the old man, white and hoary, tells us about the coming spring. Means it is just compared there to an old man there. So winter would die means his work well done, and spring would rise in all of her glory. So when the winter dies, what happens? The spring season appears there. So like that it is compared to an old man there. So from the grave of the old man, white and hoary, tells us about the coming spring. And spring would rise in all of her glory from the grave of the old man, white and hoary. So just now what I told. So it is in the poem, and so here grave means what children? Grave means a place in the ground to bury a dead person. And then and even you can the other meaning for grave is serious. So children, winter would die means that the winter season would come to an end and the spring would rise. So winter would come to an end and the spring would rise. Plants sleep during winters to make food. The robe of glistening white. You can see in the poem here. The robe of glistening white means the thick layer of snow spread everywhere. And then, as an old man has white hair, it is compared to that snow. So as an old man has white hair, similarly during winters there is white snow everywhere. As an old man has white hair, and similarly during winters there is snow everywhere. You can just see everywhere you can just see the snow only there, snowfall there, isn't it? So the word grave in the poem signifies a place where the dead are buried. The other meaning of grave is serious. So children, so this poem is compared to the, so to an old man it is compared. Okay, how the old man has white hair, similarly to images there is snow everywhere, and then the robe of glistening white is just compared to the thick layer of snow that spread everywhere. Okay children, so let me just once again let me repeat the poem and in my class here. So through the still air the snowflakes fell so softly not even a fairy could tell. Living right there in the heart of the dead, beneath the robe of glistening white, the crocuses, warm awoke in the night, stretched themselves and knew when the sun melted the sun drops one by one. Winter would die, and spring season is going to come. In that meaning, it is said there. So winter would die, his work well done, and spring would rise, in all of her glory. From the grave of the old man, white and hoary. From the grave of the old man, white and hoary. Okay, children. So let me end my class here. In the next class, so let us discuss the exercise from the poem here. Okay, children. See you in the next class. Thank you.